Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm here to tell you about Minecraft, FPS, and why you should be using Linux. Alright, so let's just hop right into the video. So, to get things started, I'm going to show you, I am running the newest edition of Windows. So, I'm going to first check for updates, and it's going to say I'm up to date. So, therefore, nothing is going on in the background other than, as you can see, OBS is recording and Minecraft is up. So once this finishes, there we go. And then I'll go home and system and then down to about. And you can see I'm running the latest 20H2 version. Just installed it, just upgraded it. It's running fine. This is also a good time to point out my computer specs. It's not the best. It is from 2017, if I remember right. I got this back in 2017. And it does have 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, but it's running an i7-7700HQ. So that is a 4-core processor. It's the mobile processor because of the HQ you can see. And then it does have a dedicated graphics card. It's got a GTX 1050 mobile edition, so it's the 4 gigabyte. It's not the Ti, it's a 1050 4 gigabyte. Now that that's out of the way, let's just jump into Minecraft. So this video is talking about Linux, Windows 10, Minecraft, FPS, and why you should be using Linux if you're recording, playing, whatever you want to do on Minecraft. Linux is the new way to go. I say Linux, I'm talking about Ubuntu is the version I use. So I've done a few tests in here. Let's just create a new world. Let's just call it New World. And let's give it Game Mode Creative and a seed. Let's give it seed as seed and create new world. So I noticed this. I had been playing around with Linux, and I noticed when I installed Minecraft on Linux, I was like, wow, this is running really nice. I don't remember it running this well on Windows 10, and I hadn't played Java Edition Windows 10 on Windows 10 for quite a while. And so I was curious, so I installed it on this computer on Windows 10, and I was like, wow, there's a huge difference. And as you can see, it's taking quite a while to load because, again, not the best computer. But if we're just patient here for a second. Now I am recording in 60 FPS, so that is making a difference here. It's pretty CPU taxing, pretty GPU taxing to be recording OBS at the same time as playing Minecraft. So I'll show you as much as I can. I'll show you what recording and playing looks like on both OS, and I'll let you decide for yourself. Finally, after probably about a minute here, it is loaded to 100% and will be dropped into the map any second. Alrighty, and just like that, we are dropped in. And as you can see, it's not the greatest. Let's just give it a minute to load. Hit F3, we'll see I'm getting 1, 2, not many FPS. This is pretty much unplayable. So my settings I do have on 12 chunks, render distance, smooth lighting, graphics fancy. So I do have the graphics like scaled up as much as you can for Minecraft, smooth lighting maximum. And as you can see, while recording and playing, this is pretty bad. So here's me trying to fly. It just doesn't recognize my input. This is, I would go so far to say it's not playable. Well, it's not playable. It's 5 FPS, you know. You cannot play on 5 FPS. So this is what it looks like on my computer in Windows. So I am running OBS. If I don't run OBS, I get about 35 FPS. That's what I found out on Windows. So that is kind of playable. It's not the greatest. Now that the world is loading in, I'm getting about 10 FPS. Alright, now you've probably seen enough, you're tired of that. I'm going to show you what it looks like on Linux, because Linux is crazy. Like, it makes all the difference. So I'm going to restart in Linux. I'll be right back. Alrighty, as you can see, we are on Linux now. And let me just show you, this is the same machine. So there's our 15 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of RAM. We have our i7-7700 ASCII processor. There's the 1050 mobile I was talking about, 4 gigabytes. And then this is Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. Let's open a terminal real quick. Sudo apt update. And you can see that we are all up to date. We do a upgrade. We are all up to date there. Alright, so let's open Minecraft. So let's make that full screen, single player, new world. Let's make that creative and give it the same seed. Now Windows, this took about a minute to build the terrain and everything. You can see just immediately Linux is faster. And I am recording, obviously. When I'm not recording, this is even better. So let's load in the world a bit. You can see again, video settings, it's all the same. And then if we hit F3, you'll see, well, the world's loading in. We're getting about 30 FPS. This is completely playable. 60 FPS, 70 FPS, 90 FPS. And I'm like looking around frantically. 99 FPS. As you can see, this is completely playable. So, where does that leave us? Minecraft is a very fun game. It runs on Windows if you have a good PC. It runs on Linux if you don't necessarily have a good PC. My computer is kind of in the middle there. It's a little bit older, and it's a mid-range PC from a few years ago. And as you can see, running Java Edition Minecraft is handling it like a beast. Mind you, I'm still recording. I'm still recording at 60 FPS. So this thing being able to be played like this, you can just see the difference between Windows and Linux. There's no competition there. Anyways, that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.